So it's no surprise when you go on vacation that things are going to cost more on vacation than they cost when you're at home. There are a few places where the cruise lines, it really costs a lot more than what it costs at home. Some of them you can't avoid, some of them you can. We're going to talk about what's expensive on a cruise ship in today's video. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Tony with Lido, Loca. Welcome to the YouTube channel. If you like the cruise tips, consider subscribing to the channel with that notification bell on. That way you get notified for all of our new content. You've dropped into almost the end of our 31-day tip series. This is day 25. We're going cruising in just 6 more days on the Carnival Breeze. I can almost smell the ocean. The reason I'm telling you this is it's a special series. It's a tip series where we give some tips, but we ask you to participate. If you leave a comment, a tip comment on the video, every day we're going to pick one of those comments, pin it to the top, and at the end of 31 days, we're going to have a little drawing for a Carnival Breeze prize pack. So join the fun. We're still pinning comments from early on in the series, but by the time the thing's over, you'll see the 31 entrants, so keep checking back. So today's topic is what are some expensive things on the cruise ship. I have 5 things for you. And maybe some ways to get around them if you want to. The way the cruise game works is the cruise line knows that people, when they're shopping for their cruise vacation, they're looking for the best value when it comes to booking a cabin. So a strategy that they use is they mark their cabins down significantly with the hope of when you get on the cruise ship that you will spend more of your money. Now, alcohol, of course, is a big one. Alcohol is expensive on the cruise ship. You can buy a drink package, those are expensive, or you can buy alcohol by the drink. And some cruise lines will even allow you to get a bottle sent to your room that you can drink throughout your cruise. All of those things are expensive. You may be asking what's expensive. For me, I think beers average about $8 on the cruise ship. Mixed drinks anywhere between $12 and $15. I know that doesn't seem expensive if you're out at dinner at a nice restaurant. That's usually what a drink costs. But think about that. That's what the drinks cost all day long. So if you have a Bloody Mary with your breakfast or a mimosa, if you have a couple beers in the afternoon, if you have some wine with dinner, and if you have a nightcap, all of a sudden you're spending a lot of money on expensive drinks. Now, an alternative to that is you can get a bottle delivered to your room, but guess what? That's pretty expensive too. We did it on one cruise. We bought a bottle of coconut rum. I think in the liquor store, it would go for about $16 to $18. It was $98 on the cruise ship. So super expensive there. And there's really no way around this one. I know that there's people that have different techniques, use some products to sneak alcohol on board. But the cruise line has the internet too, and they are developing techniques to detect alcohol in different ways. Now, I haven't heard a lot of stories of people getting thrown off for trying to smuggle in alcohol. Usually they get a slap on the wrist, but that doesn't mean it won't change. I believe it is one of those things that you could get booted off the cruise ship for. So I don't advocate sneaking alcohol on board. So if you're going to drink, you're going to have to pay the price, just as long as you know that up front. Another thing that is super expensive on the cruise ships is printed photographs. It's a whole deal. The cool thing about it is you have professional photographers on the cruise ship that will take your picture, usually in front of some sort of painted backdrop that has a kind of cool souvenir look to it. Sometimes they'll take your picture on the grand staircase, an actual practical, real backdrop. However, when you go to buy these things, they are super expensive. Small pictures, $15, large pictures, $25 to $30 on some of these cruise lines. And you know it's a profit center for the cruise ship. The reason you know is they print out thousands of these pictures and then they just recycle or throw away the pictures that are not used. With that level of waste, you got to know that on the pictures that are purchased, there is a huge amount of profit. And I love cruise pictures. We usually buy one knowing that it's going to be expensive, but if you buy 5, if you buy 10, you're talking about a whole lot of coin. But this is a spot where you could save some money if you wanted to by taking your own pictures. Find those cool, unique spots on the cruise ship to snap a photo. We made a video about pictures to take on a cruise ship. I will link that in the description below and in a card above. Check that out. Either budget a lot for pictures, know that you're going to pay a lot for pictures, or work hard to take your own pictures. Another thing that is expensive on cruise ships is spa treatments. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but most of the time the cruise ship spa is not run by the cruise ship. There's usually another company that manages the spa, a company that sets the prices for the spa, and spa treatments on a cruise ship are traditionally 2 to 3 times more expensive than they are on land. There's a lot of overhead that goes into it. The company that runs the spa, they got to make money, and then they got to pay a little money to the cruise ship for being there. So there's a lot of layers, a lot of middlemen, and what that means is your spa treatment is going to be more expensive. There's not much that you can do about that. Many of the spas will have free amenities like the gym and the sauna, and you can even get a spa day pass so that you can use some of the things like the therapeutic whirlpool in the spa. But when it comes to getting acupuncture or a back rub or teeth whitening, all of that you're going to pay a premium for, and it's going to cost you a lot more than it costs you on land. People spend their vacation dough any way that they want, and if you want that elevated spa treatment while you're overlooking the sea, I get it, but just know that you're paying a lot more than you would other places. Another place that you will see prices equal 2 to 3 times what they would on land is at the excursion desk. You can book your excursions through the cruise line, but know that you will be paying a premium. One of the cool things about paying the premium is the cruise ship does guarantee that they will get you back to the cruise ship, that the cruise ship will not leave you. But beyond that, there are many third-party excursions that may cost a third of the cruise line's excursion for basically the same thing. On our upcoming cruise, when we are in St. Thomas, we have an excursion. We're gonna go on the sky ride to the top of Paradise Point, and then we're gonna have some beach time at Megan's Bay. I think that excursion costs close to $80 or $90, where in reality, I could take a cab to the Sky Tram, I could take a cab to the beach and probably spend less money, but I like the idea that I know I'm going to get back to the ship on time, that somebody from the ship is taking care of me, but I know that I'm paying a premium for that. You got to do some extra work when you book a third-party excursion. You got to make sure the company's reputable. You got to worry about whether they're going to get you back to the ship on time. But a lot of people go that way, and it is a way that you can save money when you go cruising. This last one is subtle, but it is one of those deals where you're going to pay more on the cruise ship than you are going to pay on land. That is in the sundry slash toiletry slash gift shop. If you forgot to bring your aloe, which I did on the last cruise, you're going to pay 2 to 3 times more than you do on land. I bought a little bottle of aloe for $6.50. Doesn't seem too bad, but I could have bought the same thing for $2 or $3 at home. So I'm paying double on the cruise ship. If I have to do that for a lot of products, say I needed some cold medicine, say I forgot some suntan lotion and I didn't have my aloe, all of a sudden I'm paying double for several things. So you can avoid it by making sure you pack the essentials. You know what you're going to do on a cruise. If you're going to be out in the sun, bring some sunscreen. You might get burnt, bring some aloe. Bring yourself some headache medicine. Whatever you need for the cruise, it's going to save you money if you're able to buy that and bring it from home, or you're going to end up paying double on the cruise ship. There are some other pricey things on the cruise ship, but I wanted to leave some room for your tips. Leave a tip in the comment below. Participate, help educate the community. Let's do it all together. If you like this video, if you found those tips helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Again, consider subscribing. Check out all of our social media, and come on over to Facebook and join the Lido Loca cruising community. Again, this is Tony for Lido Loca, and until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.